Welcome to Law Days and Lattes, the podcast where we blend the world of law and business with a warm cup of information and common sense. I'm your host, Sidney Wheelan, attorney, real estate investor, and business owner. Each week, we'll be your go-to source for legal insights, business advice, and so much more. Whether you're a seasoned professional, an ambitious entrepreneur, or simply someone seeking guidance, we'll have you covered. From navigating the legal landscape to empowering you with valuable business strategies, we'll explore the legal side of life and enjoy a virtual latte along the way. So, grab your favorite latte, get comfortable, and let's dive into Law Days and Lattes. Welcome back to Law Days and Lattes, where we blend a little legal wisdom with real-life stories and a good dose of caffeine. I'm Sidney Wheelan, your host and owner of the Wheelan Law Firm of Moberly, Missouri. Today, we're taking a moment to honor the women who shaped us, our moms. Mother's Day takes many forms for our family and friends. I was blessed with a wonderful mother and many women friends that have taken on the mom role in my life when I needed love, support, and advice. My heart goes out to those who are not so fortunate, those who have lost their moms, and those who long to be mothers themselves. In celebration of Mother's Day for all of us, I want to share a few powerful life lessons that my mom taught me and how they echo in the legal advice I now give my clients. My own mom was a wonderful mix of sweet little lady, caretaker of everyone, and feisty to the end for the people and causes she held dear. So, here's to Mom. This one is for her and all of the moms out there. Most of us have those little voices in our heads that sound like Mom, even when we don't want to hear it. Let's dive into a few of those mom-isms, those simple truths she repeated that years later turned out to be the cornerstones of smart legal strategies. The first lesson, don't put all your eggs in one basket. What does that mean? Diversify and protect your assets. My mom used this phrase many times when I wanted to spend my entire babysitting paycheck on one pair of jeans, or when I relied too much on one friend or one option. Today, it reminds me of how essential it is to not rely on one person, one account, or one plan when it comes to protecting our family financially. In estate planning, this means having multiple layers of protection. Wills, powers of attorney, healthcare directives, and maybe even a trust. Remember, a good estate plan isn't morbid, it's maternal. It's love in legal form. In business planning, it may mean properly setting up your businesses to protect yourself and ensuring that you are protected from financial disaster if a crisis strikes. In financial planning, it may be diversifying your investments so that your assets are as safe as possible if the market or the economy takes a bad turn. In your personal life and relationships, don't throw caution to the wind. If you're in a loving relationship with another person, don't assume that love equals legal protection. Mom was right. Keep your bases covered. Think about prenuptial or postnuptial agreements, cohabitation agreements, and keeping at least some accounts separate and accessible by you alone. Lesson number 2, if something happens to me. Translation, plan for the unexpected. I remember Mom showing me where she kept her important papers, not in a paranoid way, but a practical one. She'd say something like, if something happens to me, you'll need this. Today, for your important documents and information, I encourage my clients to write it down, label it, store it safely, and tell someone where it is. If you're a parent, this is a gift to your children. Don't leave them guessing in the middle of a crisis. Lesson number 3 from Mom. Use your head, not just your heart. Translation: make decisions that protect your future. When I wanted to help a friend with their money problems or trust someone with a big decision, Mom's advice always echoed in my ears. In legal life, this shows up in business partnerships, co-signing loans, and naming beneficiaries. Remember, use your head, have contracts, think through the what-ifs. The what if something went wrong. Your heart may be generous, and that's beautiful, but don't leave your legal future vulnerable. Lesson number 4 from Mom: be a woman who can stand on her own. Translation: financial and legal independence matters. This one hit hard. Mom lost 2 wonderful husbands to serious illnesses before her 60th birthday. When my dad passed, she still had a teenager in high school, and she had to figure out on her own how to make ends meet and how to manage as a single mother that she never intended to be. My mom raised me to know that love is wonderful, but knowledge with appropriate action is powerful. Know where the money is. Know how your home is titled. Know who's on the bank accounts and the insurance policies. If you're not comfortable with your present situation, take action to change your circumstances. Remember, even baby steps will get you started. Too many women are left out of the loop financially. If your name's not on it, you probably don't own it. If you don't know how your assets are titled, now is the time to find out, not when you're in crisis mode. So many of my estate clients say, I don't even know where to begin. If you've ever felt that way, you're not alone, and it's certainly not too late to learn. Lastly, a few other wise words from Mom that I try to impart on others. Know how to support yourself, even if you don't want to or need to right now. Work hard and keep on learning new things. Be prepared for the unexpected. And finally, most of all, enjoy life. Family and friends were everything to my mom, and it's a great legacy to leave for your family. So remember, take care of business so that you too may enjoy life's simple pleasures. Before we wrap up, here's your quick legal latte tip. Ask your mom or yourself this weekend, do you have a will or a trust? Where is it kept? Does someone know how to access your medical directives or your powers of attorney? Remember, these conversations are gifts to each other. To all the moms out there, thank you for the advice, the grit, the unconditional love, and whether you knew it or not, the life lessons that we all can use. If this episode inspired you to finally get your will done or talk to your mom about hers, visit us at wheelanlaw.com or send me a message. Let's protect your legacy, just like your mom would want. So, my friends, hold your mom in your arms and your heart. Happy Mother's Day, and as always, thanks for joining me on Law Days and Lattes.
This podcast episode contains general information for discussion purposes only. Each case is different and must be judged on its own merits. Missouri rules generally prohibit lawyers from advertising that they specialize in particular areas of the law. This show should not be construed to suggest such specialization. Nothing on this show should be taken as legal advice for any individual case or situation. This information is not intended to create an attorney-client relationship, and the listening or viewing of this podcast does not constitute an attorney-client relationship. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.